Sunderland 5, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
Right everyone, welcome to a match preview. Semi-final, first leg for the playoffs at the stadium on Friday. Quarter kick-off against Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, Jazzy, they cannot see you. Probably there. Stand up on that box there. Oh, there you go. That's better. You on that box. Saturday was the game where we clinched our place in the playoffs. Friday is the day where it counts. First leg at the stadium, second leg at Hillsborough. Hopefully we can get the damage done on Friday. Get the job done so that's a bit of an easier trip to Hillsborough. Right. What do you reckon?
Well, just before we get into it, score predictions. There was two people who got it right. Sorry, Stephen, do you want to announce who got it right? Or?
Well, I think everybody who watches already knows one person who got it right. The time traveller Marty McFly, who's saying yet again, and this one definitely wasn't an edited comment, because I checked it about 5 times. Who's saying you should be a millionaire right now because you should be putting bets on for every Sunday game because you're getting every score right. And also another one who's been mentioned for getting them right in the past is also Kevin Kieron. So you two, well done on your score prediction.
And if you want to get involved, just leave a comment in the comment section below your score prediction of Friday's game. Also a like target on this video. We never really did them on the match previews, but if you can get our you've rudely interrupted us there.
Sorry.
If you can get our 100 likes on this video, it'll be much appreciated. Right, Stephen, Sheffield Wednesday.
Right, I've looked a lot at, obviously, we follow everyone who's been battling for the playoffs and things like that. And us and Sheffield have had an extremely similar season. We've dropped off at times and we've done well at times. Luckily, we've both finished well in the season. We've got, obviously they finished 4th, we finished 5th. But I was looking at the form, it's pretty much very similar. The us, Sheffield, Wickham and Bolton were the top 4 form teams. So it's going to be a very close game. Big miss for us was obviously Broder going off injured, but Sheffield Wednesday had their key man, which is Barry Bannon. He went off injured on Saturday as well, last game of the season against Portsmouth. We don't know any information yet on whether he's going to be available or not. Hopefully he's not.
I've seen on forums it was just a dead leg, by the way. Hopefully it can be a little bit more.
Hopefully it's very dead.
very dead. You know what I mean? Listen, I watched it. Obviously I went to the game when we got beat off them 3-0 and Barry Bannon did run the show.
Yeah.
But when they come to the stadium light, we put 5 past them, and Pritchard ran the show that day. Like I was saying, Barry Bannon run the show for them, and another threat, Stephen, is Barahino up front.
Yes, name that most football fans will know because he was kicking around when we were in the Premier League. Sido Barahino, attitude problem, hasn't really done very well wherever he's been. However, he signed for Sheffield this season and he's their top goal scorer at the minute with 16 goals. So he's obviously doing well. It'll help him playing alongside Bannon because, like I say, he creates bloody everything for them. But I think he's on 12 or 13 assists, Barry Bannon. So, you know, it would be ideal if he wasn't available. But if he is, we're just going to learn to deal with him, like we did at the Stadium of Light just before New Year's Eve.
Do you know what? It's been like it's been put on social media, like regarding attendances, and Sheffield is very similar to Sunderland. Like they've got a big attendance away and home. And the EFL, it's not Sunderland. The EFL have issued only 2,000 tickets for us and then 2,000 for them, which is absolutely pathetic, really.
It's madness.
Because they could easily get 6-7, just like we could down their place. It's a joke, really.
It's not like, I mean, I'd understand maybe if we were against someone like the likes of Wickham, I think that way the ground's not big enough. I understand, fair enough. Yeah, you can't give us 5,000 tickets then because that'll be half the stadium. I said, but Hillsborough's massive, just like ours is as well. You know what I mean? Get at least 5,000 each, and both teams would sell out and no bother. But as I always say, it's by the by. We've got 2,000, they've got 2,000, and we've just got to deal with it.
It's going to be a very close game. I didn't think it's going to be anything like the 3-0 what they scored and the 5-0 what we done at the stadium. Stephen, what do you reckon your score prediction's going to be for this one? We'll just get out of the way with now.
You know what it is? I've been trying to think, and I didn't know because obviously part of us wants us to say that we're going to be able to go out and smash it and get a foothold on it. But also at the same time, because it's the first leg, I don't think there's going to be many risks taken because obviously we know there's another game coming. I think Tuesday's going to be a very scrappy game. And it also depends on who's available, whether Brody's available for us, Bannon's available for them. But I'm going to go 2-0 Sunderland. I'm going to go 2-0 Sunderland on Friday.
Yeah, do you know what? I couldn't agree more with you on that. Like, I think there's a lot to lose. And the way Alex Neil played against Rotherham, where he was a bit more reserved, and I cannot see it. I cannot see us risking too much, like you've just said there. Like a Broadhead, who is, yes, he's injured, but I did see on he was like on a Call of Duty game, and one of the other players asked him, "Will you be fit?" And he went, "Who knows? Wait till tomorrow." So, you know,
fingers crossed.
He can be even if he's not played on Friday. as long as we can get him fit for the second leg game, I do think it's going to be close. I'm going to go for a Sunderland 3-0 win. I was going to say it close, but then I just went opposite a year.
Aye.
I've done a year this time,
Aye.
and I'm going 3-0.
But I think the key is, right, if you look at it, Alex Neil, he's going to approach it one of two ways. He's either going to proper go for it and try and put the tie to bed in the first leg, which would be ideal, because obviously if we can get a decent score here, then we haven't got to worry too much about going to Hillsborough. Or he's going to play reserve, and both teams are going to do that, and then they're going to both just attack it in the away leg on Monday. It's going to be an interesting one to watch. It really is. Yeah, I think it'd be a good one for a neutral fan. I mean, like I said,
definitely.
I think I said in one of the previous videos, the AFL will be gutted that this is a semi-final, because they'll have wanted us in Sheffield Wednesday in the final for revenue, because you know they're all greedy bastards.
Aye.
The revenue down Wembley and the AFL, us and that, we would have sold out friggin' Wembley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Sheffield Wednesday would have done the same and all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Aye.
Exactly so.
But that's what I mean. Us and Sheffield Wednesday would have sold out, like us against Portsmouth. Remember, Sunderland Little League One teams packing out Wembley, you know what I mean? We got a bigger attendance in the bloody Super Bowl, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what we're capable of.
So, listen, the game against Morecambe, we just got the job done. It wasn't the best performance, wasn't pretty performance as you would say.
Yeah.
It was just we literally had to get the win, and we did. We got the 3 points what we needed. That point against Rotherham was vital as well. The game before at the stadium, with that centre half scoring two belter headers, really, didn't he? Scored
well, right.
I think his goal for us was better, like.
Oh, definitely.
But
apparently, it's in contention for Sunderland's goal of the month.
Probably Garrett. But no, look, all jokes aside, it's going to be a massive game on Friday. Like the attendance, the Habs says they've sold out, but I think that they held back tickets for season ticket holders.
They've got till 5 o'clock tonight, Tuesday.
Right.
To get your season ticket seat. So because they aren't available yet, I think a lot of people and the concourse is open. I'm assuming the people are just thinking that the bottom tier is sold out. That's not the case. No. There's a lot of, I've read I think there's still 6,000, between 6 and 8,000 season ticket holders who haven't got the seat for Friday yet. I mean, hopefully they will, because obviously I think it's key for the fans to be there and be loud and be the 12th man and really get behind the team and back them. I remember years and years ago that the first playoffs semi-finals we had at the stadium, actually, funnily enough, against another Sheffield United, and the fans were the difference. I remember speaking to certain players like Darren Holloway and Dan Williams at a football talk-in, if you know what I mean. And they said that they were in the tunnel before the game, and all they could hear was the crowd. And he says they immediately put the whole team, not that they needed to put a kick up their arse straight away. We went into that game 1-0 down in the second leg, and then we came up with 1-2-0, which got us to the final. But the fans are key.
They are, I totally agree with you there. We are the 12th man, and I think if we can just get behind them, regardless of how they start the game, now if it's a bit slower and we're not creating that many chances, just still get behind them from the first whistle. And I think that will be massive for the players on the pitch. They've said it before. They've done little video skits on Twitter and that, and they says it's electric when the fans are bouncing in ears, and I think it'll be massive. But Sheffield Wednesday, massive attendance again when we're going away. It's just going to be the same for them, won't it?
Yeah, of course
really?
It is.
So
obviously people say there's it's the advantage having the home game as the second leg and all that, and I suppose to a certain extent it is, but if you remember, we had that last year and it didn't work for us.
Exactly.
So let's not worry about things like that and let's just get the job done.
So the lineup, Stephen, this is, we struggle with this every week. Simply,
we get it wrong every week.
We get it wrong every week. It's with injuries. The formation's more or less going to be the same. You're still going to have 3 centre halves, but listen.
It depends on Broadhead.
It is.
It depends on Broadhead. If Broadhead's not available, then I can imagine he might only have Stewart up front on his own.
He will. But then he'd be very isolated, because he always is when he's up top by himself.
But yeah,
simply
exactly.
Because he's got to do all the donkey work and all.
If Broadhead's not available, I'd stick Roberts up front with him.
Aye.
He's fast, he's skillful. He knows where the back of the net is. It's worth a punt, you know what I mean?
It's worth a go. But listen, I didn't think he'd risk it, mate, simply because of how big the game is. You're not going to risk just sticking Roberts up top, are you really? When there's so much to lose in this game. But listen, I'm not even going to try and get the lineup.
I think the formation will be the same.
Formation will more or less
be the same. I think you can pretty much pick the team. I think it'll be very similar to the one that started against Morecambe. Because on Morecambe he played a strong team, because he needed the result. Before the game there was nothing guaranteed, so he played a strong team. Obviously Broadhead went off injured, and he took Stewart off because he knew results elsewhere. He knew that we were in the playoffs, so he took Stewart off not to risk him, because like we say, and Neil said after the game, he's our only striker now. If Broadhead's not available, he's our only striker.
And that just quickly, because a lot of people mentioned it on Twitter, it takes us back to Defoe. He led us. He's dropped us in the shit. I just
Post.
put that out again. We've said that before. Both of us agree with the same thing. He's dropped us in the shit. You know.
I love the bloke. He's a legend. Always will be. What he done to us, signing for us in January, and then freaking retiring 2 months later. For me, it's just not on.
It was.
Like I say, he puts us in a shitty position where he left. Then we had 2 strikers. Well, one of them was injured anyway when he left.
It was a bit of a rat trick, really. It was a bit of a period just to up his bank balance. He's got a cushy job now on Sky, and he couldn't be asked to get up to fitness. In my opinion, he couldn't be asked to get up to fitness. Sky's offering him a good money. He's mooching all over the country and all that. So, fuck him.
But the key is, like I said, we've got a lot of attacking midfielders who could easily fit into a striker's role. I think he's played Pritchard up there a couple of times this season in the early stages of the season. Like, see, you've got Roberts, even Clark. I know he's a winger, but Clark, he's fast as hell.
He's rapid.
You know what I mean? So you can use him as a striker as well. McGeady's on the bench. We know he can play the forward role. So let's be positive. I mean,
I'm positive, mate.
I'm always positive.
You've even got me positive for this one. I'm positive for this one. Fingers crossed, touch wood. You know what I mean? But like you've just said there, McGeady, will he play a big role in this? I can't.
I think everyone's going to play the big role. Everyone's going to play the part, and I believe they all will. Like I say, we're in form. We're unbeaten in 13 games. And if you remember, I know obviously we've got the home game on Friday first, which is the main one. But on Monday, we haven't lost an away game since Alex Neal came in charge. So that's something you've got to take as a positive going into it. You know what I mean? The only game we've lost was one at home against pretty MK Dons, who hopefully will be.
He's only in the door 5 minutes and all then.
Well, exactly,
He's only in the door 5 minutes.
Alex Neal's got us playing good, strong football. Might not always be entertaining, but it's the wins at the end of the day that count.
Well, with that, Stephen, we're going to be doing a match vlog on Friday night, so come back on the channel after the match and the video will be there. Hit the thumbs up on this one and subscribe if you're new, and let's hopefully get the 3 points on 3 points.
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
No.
No, you're lying.
You're rubbing off on me now.
I'm going to leave that in. It's not the 3 points, it's the victory, so then we can go into the second leg a little bit more relaxed.
Right.
But anyway, subscribe if you're new, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hold on, I'll help you down off this box, Paul.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm with the lads.